Aquarius, welcome back to Spiritual Influential Tarot. This is your weekly general reading for the last week of May. Please take what resonates with you and allow the other Aquarius to receive the rest. Spirit, this is your Aquarius past, present, and future. May I have a significator card, please? The significator card is the King of Swords. Followed by the Sun card. Wow. Okay. All three cards came out. Followed by the Seven of Wands. Followed by the Four of Pentacles. And cross-referenced by the Ace of Cups. You have very good cards here, Aquarius. Aquarius, we're going to start off here with your significator card. As I always say, when it comes to your past, present, and future, it's always the situation, the action that you have to take, and the outcome. Okay? With that being said, the King of Swords. Okay, you are the king of your thoughts. Right away, okay, I see that you have here mental clarity. This is all about mental clarity, intelligence, okay? You have power, okay, and self-discipline, Aquarius. Aquarius, one thing I love about this card to tell anyone in any of my readings is that this is a card that speaks to me that anyone who receives this card, especially as their significator card, I see that you're very good with words, okay? This right here, okay, can be applied, okay, between, like I always say, law enforcement, as a professional advisor. You can be a judge, you can be an attorney, excuse me. You can be, you know, a spiritual, like I said, advisor, okay? You're methodical, and you have those ethics, okay, the integrity, okay, that is needed, okay, to judge, to make, you know, rational, you know, decisions, or that rational thinking that is needed. And that's very good. That's your significator card letting me know, you know, what's your situation? Your situation, okay, is fantastic at this very moment, okay, because right now it is being represented by the Sun card, okay, being represented by the Sun card. So between your thoughts, your spirituality, okay, upon material things, it's looking good here, Aquarius. Here you have the Sun card, and the Sun card, it's your major arcana card, which is a great card for you, okay, because there is radiance here. Okay, when the Sun card comes up, we're speaking about good fortune, okay? We're speaking about good fortune here. There's happiness, there is joy, there's harmony, you know, which is coming, okay, to your life. You know, the universe is coming together, okay, to guide you. And it's going to guide you, okay, to positive outcomes. I love the Sun card because you can feel the radiance. The radiance. The Sun card is allowing me to let you know, have the patience for abundance, because it is coming, okay? This is the beautiful warm feeling, a good energy, okay, which will get you through, okay, tough times and help you succeed. This is great, okay? And in your present, it's allowing me to tell you, don't rush into the challenges, okay? You know, take your time, because here it is being followed by the 7 of Wands, okay? And when the 7 of Wands comes up, I have to tell you, you see here? See, he is fighting back, right? All these people, right? With their wands. And he got up very, very quickly. Because see on the bottom here, he has 2 different pair of shoes on. He got a pair of boots. He got 1 boot and 1 shoe. Which is letting me know, okay? You know, don't jump into things quickly without, you know, having the right thought, okay? Always think about it, okay? You know, because you worked hard for what you have, okay? You know, you're about, you know, you're about your abundance, you know, you're about your money, okay? You know, and yeah, you know, you might be, listen, this, you know what I'm feeling with this card is that whether it's career, okay, it could be just career, all right, but whatever challenges, remember that in career there's always challenges. There's always a hater here and there. You know, there's always things that you have to get over, okay? But, you know, sometimes being challenged in your present, you know what it does for Aquarius? It gives you more stamina. It allows you to move, to say, well, if this didn't break me, then it only makes me stronger, okay? Because, see, I want to let you know, too, you know, I can say that, okay, is to not hold on too tightly to any of these challenges as well, because it's being followed here by the 4 of Pentacles, okay? And the 4 of Pentacles always speaks about, you know, holding on to things too tightly, you know? Holding on to your money too tightly, you know? The 4 of Pentacles, it's like letting you know, okay? Sometimes you just have to, you know, you just have to let things go. You have to let things slide, right? You know, whether you're holding on to people, possessions, situations, you know, just let it go, okay? You know, for like the sense of security or anything, just let it go. Just let it slide, because this is the outcome, okay? Okay, now but the greatest thing is that if you, whatever challenges that come into your life, since you are the king of thoughts, whether you are male or female, you are the king of your thoughts, right? Okay? Whether you're male or female, think about it like that, okay? You know, you are the king of your thoughts, or the queen of your thoughts. There's really no need to feel like holding on to anything, right? Holding on to anything, because releasing things allows you to have more opportunities, right? Allows you to have, you know, it allows you to have more of your senses become alive, okay? In order for you, so that way you can understand that there's no need to hold on to things. And let me explain to you why. Because it is being followed here by the Ace of Cups. And the divine is on your side. You notice here, see, that bird in religious terms represents the Holy Spirit. The bird is holding a Eucharist, which is the Eucharist is what they put in your mouth in church for the body of Christ, right? It's being dropped into the cup, excuse me, the cup, the way that it overflows. This is all a blessing, and allow me to break down the term. What I'm trying to let you know about the cup and everything that's happening here step by step, right, is that it is a spiritual it is a spiritual blessing, okay? Because it's like saying we're going to turn, okay, spirit into matter, okay? Because something has to fall in the cup for it to overflow, right? And that's what it means by emotions, right? Of overflowing of emotions, okay? You know, because this right here is a time of compassion. When you see this right here, this right here is a celebration, okay, of your creativity. This right here now is a good time, as right now is actually a good time to begin new relationships, okay, a new friendship, okay? Set yourself, you know, put yourself out there, socialize, you know, okay? Because you can miss out on that divine blessing, okay? Let your emotions flow out so that that cup is nice and empty of bad emotions, okay? You see? It's literally a blessing of spiritual, I'm looking for the right word, like a spiritual realm being turned into matter, okay? Being turned into matter, like saying, you know, so, you know, we can't see, right? We can never see, or, you know, we can't see the blessings that are, unless, you know, they come into matter, right? You know, when you're asking for something, like, I don't think there's not one person in this world that doesn't ask, please, you know, help me and change my life for the better, or, you know, these kind of words, right? Or your manifestation, right? First, it starts like that. It's like your thoughts, you know, you're visualizing what you want to be like, or anything that it is that you have in your mind. You let it out your mouth. There, that's your sword, a sword that chops the thoughts. And all of a sudden it manifests into reality. Meaning it's like air turning into something, you know? Spirit turning into matter. Okay? And I'll tell you right now, you are being blessed. You are being blessed. Okay? This entire reading is to let you know, okay, to do not give up on your thoughts, because you are being blessed by the divine. And whether it is happened before or it is happening now, it shall continue. Okay, let's go in here into your oracle cards for your higher self as well. Okay, let's go here. One more card, please. Look at, I love when this happens, and I'll let you know in a minute what I mean. Okay, and now let's go into your angel numbers as well. And look at this. And now also as well as a spiritual message from the Spirit to bring you comfort as well on your journey. So you have two cards here. Okay. I love when this happens. Okay. I love when this happens. I think anybody who noticed my readings, they always say he loves when that happens. Okay. So the first card that came out is you're very close. It says here you have a gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. You're blessed. Okay. And this is what I love. I love when this happens right here. When I'm reading someone's tarot cards, when I'm reading someone's, and you know, having a sit down with someone, and when I pull out an oracle card, their cards come out, or you know, a tarot card which is upon them as well. And it says here, you have a new moon in Aquarius. Can't make this stuff up. Bring love into the situation. It's like your sun card. Just feel the radiance. Feel the radiance. Bring love into the situation, okay? So if you think about it, it says, you're very close to achieving your goal by bringing love into the situation. That is fantastic. Okay, and here we're going with your angel numbers now. Okay, it says here the angel number is speaking about starting over. Number 210. You are presented with the opportunity for a fresh start and new beginnings. Release regrets and embrace the present moment with openness and optimism. Right? Like I said, you're being given the chances of the divine. It's right here. Take it, accept it, and do what you want with it, right? And here we have a message from the Spirit to bring you comfort in your journey. You wouldn't plant a seed and then dig it up every few minutes to see if it has grown. So why do you keep questioning yourself? Your hard work and your decisions have patience. Why do you keep questioning yourself? Your hard work and your decisions. That's the question. Have patience. Stop overthinking and keep watering your seeds. It's like this one. And that's in your present. With that being said, Aquarius, I hope that you have enjoyed your reading. If you have subscribed to my channel, I want to thank you very much. But if you have not, then please allow me to ask you to subscribe, like, share, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss out on any of your upcoming scheduled readings. And lastly, may you forever be blessed with great health, prosperity, and stability in your life, so that the day of tomorrow you can become a bit more spiritually influential. I will see you next Friday, Aquarius. Take care.